So yesterday I read the weather forecast for Calgary and area, and it was not good. It said the temperatures are going to drop to minus 30, which is, I don't know, minus 15 Fahrenheit or 243 Kelvin. So anyway, I knew that it would be a good week for Uber. And so first off, I went to a gas station and I increased tire pressure in my tires. They were all at 40 psi. I checked the sidewall. It says maximum allowed is 55. So whereas actually my all-season tires that I took off, I think they were only good up to 45. So these winter tires, man, they're good for 55, and actually they also have higher maximum speed. And I've been driving this morning in the snow. I'm so thankful to my friend Rob, who finally persuaded me to switch to winter tires. He says, once you try winter tires in winter, you're never gonna go back to all seasons. You know, like traction, stopping distance, everything is superior. So, but anyway, so I did that, and then I wake up this morning, I check my phone for the temperature. It says minus 13. I look outside. I was planning to go for a run. Okay, I put on some extra layers, put on my warm boots instead of sneakers, and went for a run. Probably did like 2 kilometers, and the rest I walked. I felt tired. Too much tequila yesterday. Anyway, and I, usually Saturdays in the summer are super busy. I remember Saturday, I was working in July. I was doing these stupid deliveries. I think I made like $100 by lunchtime, But in winter, Saturdays I tried yesterday, made $8, But Sunday, I noticed that both DoorDash and Uber were offering premium pay today, and for some reason tonight after midnight. I don't know who orders food after midnight, but they're paying extra if you come out today at midnight and stay on the road until 4 a.m. Monday. And I checked the calendar, there's no holidays, but this gave me an idea that probably Sunday is going to be busy, for this kind of deal. And so when I came back from my run, I checked the phone right away, and on DoorDash, the entire Calgary was like lit up like Christmas tree, So I took my shower, boom, made me a herbal tea. I love this mug. This is the same mug except this one is from Starbucks. Same mug I bought for Umberto before he struck fire, and of course it perished in the fire. But this is the best. I do some herbal tea, and it stays hot, I don't know, for 3 hours, even with the lid open like this, because it's isolated, like super nice, for long drives or when you have to stay in your vehicle for a long time. And anyway, so by the time I get out, the north and east were empty, but I went to just west of Highway 2, where I usually go. There's a Starbucks, McDonald's, stuff like that, and missed a nice shop and pay from Walmart. It was like $22 for only 8 items, and I wanted to go downtown anyway, because Sunday all parking is free downtown, right? Because I don't want to go downtown when you have to pay for parking, because then you can, what's the point of paying if you're just gonna be there for 5 minutes? But if you get a ticket, it can be $150, right? And so you lose all the money you made in a day just from one ticket. So, but after 6 p.m, downtown parking is free, and Sunday all day and all holidays. And today is Sunday, so today I'm not afraid to go downtown, and that was my plan. And so finally I'm sitting there pretty much near the airport. I see DoorDash gives me a shop and pay, and it's at Walmart, and it says 2 items. Okay, so I drove 8 kilometers down on Highway 2 to Walmart. And just as I suspected, when it's 1 or 2 items, usually it's some medicine. People are sick. And I look at when I parked my car, went inside, click on the description, and one of them was some kind of a cough syrup, syrup to help with cough, and the other one was some tablets, again, from sore throat, and delivery was like 3 kilometers away, made $9. So now I'm having an interesting experience. I never did this before. The same DoorDash sent me to a real Canadian superstore, and it's not shop and pay, it's a retail pickup. And I saw this before, but I never knew how it works. So I came here and I stopped and I read the instructions, and they clearly say, like in more than one spot, they say, do not go inside the store. Call this number 403 boom 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 and give them your customer name and order number, and park in the designated spot. And this is the spot for, it's called PC Express, because they all have numbers. And so I called the number, I wrote down the order like last, I didn't know how many numbers because the order number is very long, so I only wrote down maybe 6 or 7 last digits, then I added 3 in the front, just in case. I know the name of my customer, so called the phone number, gave them the name of the lady who ordered this, and we confirmed the order number, and they said, what spot are you in? And I said, number 2. And they said, okay, there's a couple of orders ahead of you, but we'll bring your merchandise out shortly. Wow, that's pretty cool. So you just sit in your car. So this is way better than shop and pay, where sometimes, especially like a Walmart, you can roam inside for like an hour trying to find the item that's not there. Then you offer a replacement, they refuse. You have to go back to put that item back on the shelf that they refused. It can be crazy. But this one, so if I see again something like this, retail pickup, I'm definitely doing this. So, well, it's 1 o'clock. I'm still out. Today is very busy. The sun is super bright. This is like Christmas, So much snow. I just saw 3 huge graders going after one another. I'm in a super expensive area. This is the best area for this kind of, deliveries and stuff. It's Calgary Northwest. I don't know how I got here, but one lady ordered breakfast from a downtown restaurant, and I was downtown, and the distance was like 12 clicks, and I had another one on the way there. That restaurant was so busy. People are, everybody wolfing down food, very crowded. But anyway, so I ended up here in Northwest, and then I parked on the side here because it's a good area. Don't want to drive anywhere. And I see a guy sitting in the front of me in an SUV, and he opens the trunk, just like same small SUV like mine. Well, mine is considered like medium size. And he gets a snow blower, and he starts cleaning. He checks something on some kind of paperwork, and he starts cleaning snow in front of a house behind me. And I'm thinking, man, that would be a cool, side income. And I started thinking about, I love, skid steers and wheel loaders. So I started checking online, like, what would it cost to rent a small skid steer? And looks like prices in Calgary, and looks like prices start from $250 a day. But then I Googled again, what's the maximum towing capacity of my Jeep, because I forgot. I remember it's something small. And the maximum towing capacity of this Jeep Compass with the 2-liter turbo is only 2,000 pounds. But I'm all wired, and there's that thing, the hitch in the back, so it came ready to tow, except 2,000 is ridiculous. So like the trailer probably is like 500 pounds at least, right? And then I Googled again, using my voice, what's the weight of the smallest skid steer? And turns out it's Bobcat SM 70, and that's the smallest one, and it already weighs 2,700 pounds. So I cannot do it. So I need a tow truck if I were to do it. But I remember I saw this somewhere in the States. I was at a truck stop, and I'm sitting there. I see a guy pulls up in a pickup truck, and he has a small trailer, and he has a Bobcat on it. and it was somewhere like North Dakota, you know, where they have lots of snow in winter. And so this guy, he has this trailer that tilts, you know. He tilts his trailer and drives off the skid steer and starts cleaning. There was some kind of a yeah, it was a truck stop. Starts cleaning around the truck stop, and I thought, man, that would be a cool business, you know, because I love working with machinery, and I really enjoy working with the snow because, you know, it's clean, right? It's, you don't work in the dirt. It's clean snow. So imagine if I had that Bobcat 770 that I had on the solar farm, just put a bucket, man, I could do so much work here and I would really enjoy it, you know. But then, yeah, so my Jeep cannot afford it. Because I see like these guys, right? They're really struggling. Like this guy had this shovel, and I saw he had a snow blower, and he was cleaning his car, but it didn't look like he knew what he was doing, because first he blew it from a trunk from the left side. So the left side was clear, but then the snow ended up on the right side. So now he went around and he started blowing from the right side of the trunk towards the left side. So now the snow ended up on the left side. And I can see that I would be smarter than that. So because you have to blow snow from the back, right? So it goes on top and then you blow from the sides. But this guy just basically didn't clean anything. He just moved it from one side to another. So it was funny to watch. And then he grabbed this 2-hand shovel, and he looks like kind of like my age, and that's how people end up getting heart attacks, you know. So yeah, this in Calgary, I think that would be a good hustle. Just to, I know where I can put an ad online where people advertise all these services, you know, like snow removal. Except I don't have the proper vehicle to tow something like that. Otherwise, you know, I would go and rent a skid steer for a day, so $250 a day. And then you need you know, I looked up online how much they charge, and it looks like it's anywhere between 50 and 95 bucks per event, as they said it on Google. So let's say somebody calls you, you know, like a gas station, right? You would charge them, I don't know, 75 bucks, 90 bucks. So you do 3 of those, and it's 210. So you're pretty much almost there at the cost, right? But so you need to do at least 4 properties. Not sure how that would work, but of course, yeah, skid steers are very expensive. It's just to buy one. But maybe like for a week, it might be cheaper, you know, like you rent one for a week, maybe for $1,000 after a big snowstorm. So that would be, you know, I'm going to do that maybe in a few years, you know, when it's time to change vehicles. I'm gonna get something, maybe like a bigger Jeep, you know, like I don't know, this you know, the big Jeep, what is it called? Explorer? No, that's Ford. Sorry, Grand Cherokee. I wonder if Grand Cherokee has a bigger towing capacity, because then you can also tow, you know, people's boats, because we have lots of lakes and rivers here, you know, and sometimes, you know, somebody breaks down, they cannot tow it, or their brakes are bad. So that would be also, you know, a good side hustle. Just tow some people's properties, but you need high towing capacity, right? So I definitely need either a pickup truck or what do you call it? Jeep. But actually, I can buy one. You know, you can go to one of these government auctions. Just, you know, I don't care how many miles or kilometers it has, right? As long as it works and it has the hitch in the back. But then, of course, you need a trailer. And now I'm pretty low on funds. But yeah, I see lots of people. There's a really market for this. But so skid steer I cannot do right now. But I checked the price of snow blowers, and it looks like you can buy a cheap one for about $1,000, and expensive ones can go all the way up to $2,000. But you can rent them for only $75 per day. And I googled again how much they charge for snow removal in Calgary with a snow blower, and the answer was anywhere between $25 and $75 per property. That's pretty cool. So I can get a snowblower. I can rent it or I can buy it. And I can just charge people like, I don't know, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, you know. But of course you have to work with rich people. And I know where rich people live, like this one of the areas. And then there's south of here, which is Calgary West. That's where they have these houses like $2-3 million each, you know. So that's what occurred to me. That's how I can make some extra money. I really, you know, honestly, I really hate working for somebody now. I'm so used to when I was a trucker, right? It was so nice being your own boss and being able to you know, basically write your own rules, create your own bills of lading, invoice people. You know, I dictate the price. I deal with other, you know, businesses, negotiate rates. I really enjoyed that part of trucking, you know, except there was no money in it. And by the way, this guy, last news from Umberto. So he got the keys for his Ford Explorer replaced, and all in all, he got 3 keys that cost him like 900 bucks, you know, with programming. And in other news, he says, you know, he calls me, he says, you know how much the towing company charged to move the burnt truck and 1 trailer? And I was thinking, well, they charge usually like $300 an hour, plus waiting time, plus distance. It was like 45 miles south of Calgary. And I said, I don't know, $3 grand, $5 grand? He says, no, 20. So the towing company, because they know they will be paid by insurance company, and they always inflate prices when you deal with, you know, insurance companies or some kind of benefits, right? Like dental insurance, they will charge you twice what you would pay with cash, right? And so the same deal here. 20 grand. And he says he talked to Landstar and his insurance company, and he says, don't pay. He says, that's just crazy. That's they're stealing. They're trying to steal money from you. So anyway, okay, I put, so I'm taking a quick break, so I put my apps on pause. And it's already, what, like probably 1:30, so I'm going to just restart the apps and see if I can find anything, maybe going back to my area, because this is supposed to be busy, but it's not busy. And the lady in front of me is shoveling snow with a big shovel. You know, maybe I should come out and ask her, like, how much would you pay for somebody to clean snow at your property? Would you pay 50 bucks? If yes, I'm going to rent a snowblower. I'll come here tomorrow.
Recording started.
Well, and last but not least, I want to show you guys what Calgary looks like today. It's beautiful. Everything is super clean. So we had some snow. Hold on, I'm just looking at the map here. Which way am I supposed to go?
Head south on Hawkwood Drive northwest toward Hawkside Road northwest. In 300 meters, turn right onto Hawkwood Road northwest. Head north on Hawkwood Drive northwest toward Hawkdale Gate northwest. In 600 meters, turn right onto Hawkstone Drive northwest.
And I really enjoy these winter tires. I want to say again. And this is where they used those 3 graders tailing each other. So this must be a really fancy neighborhood if they you know, I never saw graders in my area. I think my area, northeast, we had much less snow. These guys over here were just showered, you know. Okay, I'm turning right somewhere here. So today's Sunday, and this week.
Turn right onto Hawkstone Drive Northwest.
And this week, like I mentioned, this week is it's going to be super cold. We're not going to have snow. I think this is the only.
In 600 meters, turn left onto Hawkstone Gate Northwest.
I think this is the only day when we have snow. You see everybody's cleaning because, of course, you know, when you're a homeowner, you're supposed to clean your sidewalk within 24 hours, I think. Otherwise, the city can give you a big fine. Well, not big. I have no idea how much they charge, but I know you have to. And that's why whenever I see people cleaning snow, honestly, I just want to come over and say, hey, that's why you buy a condo. Because in my apartment, I don't have to worry about cutting grass, you know, cleaning snow. But these poor people, you know.
Turn left onto Hawkstone Gate Northwest.
Yeah, this one is from DoorDash, and I'm doing some shop and pay. And it only pays like $5, which is ridiculous, but it takes me.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Country Hills Boulevard Northwest, east.
It takes me to my favorite area, which is Calgary North, because I got tired of sitting here in Northwest. This seems, you know.
Turn right onto Country Hills Boulevard Northwest, east.
Yeah, seems very slow, but this one, so this, I'm gonna do shop and pay at, I think it's a Real Canadian Superstore, and then I go east towards, basically towards the airport, because it's already 20 minutes past 1. But yeah, it was so cold in the morning, man, minus 13. I had to put on extra clothes. Oh, and one advice is, if when it's cold, if you want to do some jogging or something like that, you know, a good idea, especially for men, is to, you know, when you put your underpants on,
Continue on Country Hills Boulevard Northwest east for 1 kilometer.
and then you put shorts. You know, that's what I do. I have my underpants, then I put shorts on, and then I put the, you know, the real pants outside. And so this protects all your, you know, little treasures. This probably also works for women, I'm not sure, but for men, for sure. Otherwise, you know, you can lose some balls. And today was really windy, and that's, you know, a worse combination: cold plus wind. All right, where's the? Oh, I think it's over here. I see it on the right. It's Superstore. Yeah, Real Canadian Superstore. So we're just gonna look for a driveway somewhere on the right. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what Calgary is like after a snowstorm.
In 400 meters, turn right onto Edge Park Boulevard Northwest.
Why would I want to do that when I can turn right here? What, are you crazy? And of course, they don't have this in the States. That's why it's called a Real Canadian Superstore. But it's a really nice, basically mostly.
Head south, then turn left.
Mostly groceries.
Turn left, then turn right.
But I think they also have some merchandise section there.
Head west.
Which west? I'm already here. Give me a break. Anyway, so just gonna park now and go inside, do some shopping, and then deliver. And maybe after this, I might go home. I don't know. But yeah, today was good. Today was busy, and I really enjoyed driving my 4x4 Jeep with winter tires on the fresh snow.
Head south.
Thanks for watching.